The Silicon Showdown for 2-nanometer supremacy pits TSMC, the dominant leader with a 71% market share, against Samsung, the aggressive strategic challenger. While TSMC's 2-nanometer capacity is already fully booked through 2026, with premium wafer prices exceeding $30,000, Samsung is countering with competitive pricing and a US-based production hub in Texas. Technically, TSMC's N2 process leads in performance gains and yield stability, but Samsung aims to disrupt the market by leveraging its head start in GAA, gate-all-around architecture. Ultimately, the battle centers on whether TSMC can maintain its massive lead despite high costs, or if Samsung's strategic pricing and advanced transistor design will successfully lure silicon elite clients like Tesla and AMD.
Have you ever stopped to think about the invisible forces that dictate the price and power of the phone in your pocket? It's not just about slick marketing or cool designs. Right now, there's a massive power shift happening deep in the world of silicon, and honestly, it's about to change everything. So, let's get into it.
Because at the heart of this whole story is a question that hits you right where it hurts: your wallet. We're talking about a fundamental change in the tech world that's going to make the next generation of gadgets way more expensive. And it all boils down to one tiny, unbelievably powerful component.
$280. Get this, that's the projected cost for a single, next-gen Apple A20 mobile chip. To give you some perspective, a couple of years ago, the chip in your phone was maybe $50. This number, it's not just a price tag, it's a giant flashing sign that the ground is shifting under the entire tech industry.
Okay, so to understand why this is all happening, we first have to talk about the undisputed king of the chip world and the massive, industry-wide problem they are staring down right now.
The engine driving this whole crisis? Artificial intelligence. We're not just talking about chatbots. We're talking about advanced agentic AI. Systems that can handle complex, multi-step jobs all on their own. This stuff requires a frankly astronomical amount of processing power, and it's creating a global compute deficit. The world literally can't make these advanced chips fast enough to keep.
And this is where the king enters the story. TSMC, the Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. Look, they don't just lead the market for the best chips, they basically are the market, with over 70% of it. For years, if you wanted the absolute best, you had no other choice. You went to TSMC. But here's the thing about being the king when demand just explodes. TSMC's next-generation 2-nanometer production line, it's completely sold out. Totally booked solid to the end of 2026. Giants like Apple and Nvidia have already called dibs on all of it. And that has created a massive bottleneck for everybody else in the entire tech industry.
And you know what happens when supply gets that tight, right? Prices go through the roof. TSMC is charging a wild premium, around $30,000 for a single 2-nanometer wafer. That's the silicon disk that all the chips are carved from. It's a huge price hike, and it's got customers desperately scrambling for another option.
So this brings us to the next chapter. With the king totally maxed out, a challenger is stepping into the ring to solve this whole mess. And it's a name you definitely know, just maybe not for this. Let's talk about Samsung's high-tech comeback.
And hey, this isn't just me saying it. People inside the industry are really starting to notice. This quote, "Samsung is back," came straight from a major chip client. That's a huge signal that the confidence is shifting, and people are realizing Samsung isn't playing second fiddle anymore.
Now, to really get Samsung's big advantage, we gotta do a super quick physics lesson. I promise it's painless. For the last decade or so, chips were built using something called FinFET. It was great, but as we make transistors smaller and smaller, it has one major flaw. It leaks a little bit of energy all the time. That creates wasted heat and just makes it less efficient.
The fix is a totally new design called gate-all-around, or GAA. So instead of the gate just covering 3 sides of the channel, it wraps all the way around it. It completely plugs those energy leaks, which gives you a huge boost in power and efficiency. And here's the kicker. Samsung rolled this tech out years before their main rival, giving them a massive head start in figuring out how to do it right. But Samsung's comeback isn't just about the tech itself. It's also about geography. They've poured billions into a brand new factory in Taylor, Texas. And this isn't just some old factory they retrofitted. It's been built from the ground up specifically to make these cutting-edge 2-nanometer GAA chips right here in the US.
So you have a bottleneck with the #1 player, and you have a challenger with brand new tech and a brand new factory. What do you think happens next? You get a massive strategic pivot from the biggest tech companies on the planet.
The whole shift to Samsung really boils down to three simple, incredibly powerful reasons. First, cost. They need a better price. Second, capacity. They need a supplier who can actually, take their order. And third, geography. It's just smart to not have all your eggs in one basket, especially in a geopolitically sensitive region.
And man, the cost argument alone is just a knockout punch. Samsung is pricing its 2nm wafers around $20,000. That is a full 33% cheaper than TSMC's $30,000 price. For companies that buy millions and millions of chips, that's not just a discount, that's billions of dollars in savings.
And you can see the momentum building. It's like a new alliance is forming. AMD is in serious talks for its server chips. Google is looking to build its custom AI hardware there. Tesla has already signed on the dotted line for its next-gen self-driving chips. Even Qualcomm, who used to be a customer, is thinking about coming back. That's a huge vote of confidence.
Okay, let's bring this all home. These huge corporate deals and new technologies, they aren't just happening in some boardroom. They're creating what we're calling the Great Silicon Rebalance. And believe me, it has a direct impact on all of us.
Let's circle back to Apple. Because they're sticking with the premium option, TSMC, they're the ones facing this just exponential rise in costs. I mean, look at this trend. From $50 for the A18 Pro to $150 for the A19, all the way up to that jaw-dropping $280 figure for the 2nm A20.
And here's the bottom line. Tech companies, especially a company like Apple, they protect their profit margins at all costs. A crazy increase in the price of the single most important part of the phone means the final price of that product, in this case the iPhone 18, is almost certainly going to go up. That cost gets passed to you.
So what are the big takeaways here? Three really important things. One, this crazy demand for AI is the engine driving this entire change. Two, the days of a single company having a monopoly are over, and that's creating a much more competitive market. And three, building these advanced factories in the US isn't just a nice idea anymore. It's a strategic must-have for big tech.
This whole situation just resets the entire chessboard. We are entering a brand new era of competition, and it's being defined by new technology and new geography. So the question we're left with isn't who's the king today, it's who is in the best position to build the actual hardware that's going to power the next 10 years of everything.